I have set myself a challenge to build the ultimate family adventure car on a £3,000 or less budget. This is Project Nomad, and this is where it starts. This is a 2009 Ford Mondeo Titanium X Sport, and most importantly, it is an estate. It is old, it is used, it needs work, but it is also top spec, practical and comfortable, and it has history with my family. So this is not just a random estate car that I found on the internet. This used to be my family car when my daughter was born. It was the car that we used for everything in our daily life. Family trips, grocery runs, for daily driving, you name it. When I bought the E-Class Coupe, we decided to sell it. The car stayed in the family, so now I got the chance to buy it back. The timing of it couldn't be more perfect because we need an estate car again. We still have the E-Class Coupe, but that serves a different purpose. That's the nice daily driver car, the clean car. The wife's car. This is the car that has a different purpose. This is the car that is gonna take the muddy boots, is gonna carry our muddy bikes. I can put a lawnmower in the back and go cut the grass on my allotment. I can do tip runs in it. I can do whatever. I might even put a tent on the roof. Who knows? Probably I won't do it because it looks rubbish, but it is an option. The wheels are pretty curved and damaged. They will need some new center caps. You can see all this curb rash. Tires are still in decent conditions. I will have to have a look at all of them. Got small dings like this. This has been here since I bought the car actually. It's got nice privacy windows all around. Parking sensors needs fixing. It looks like this one is either missing, I think it's been pushed in. I don't know how that happened, but it did. I can see some rust here, so this might have to be addressed sooner rather than later. Clear coat peeling, much everywhere. Oh, moss. A bit of paint missing here that has to be touched up. Because I have a dog, when I had the car, I would put the window down and I would let him lean out of the window while driving. Don't worry, he was safe. He was buckled up and everything. He enjoyed it, he loved it. But he would scratch the paint. I had some like fine scratch marks around this area where he would put his paw. So I did put some duct tape. I just put some duct tape strips just to protect the paint. Because I'm an idiot. I left it for way too long. And when I sold the car, the guy that got it from me, he decided to pull it without heating it up. So when he pulled it, he pulled the paint with the adhesive. Normally you would just heat it up and then peel it off. You don't just pull it out. And it pulled some paint off of here and this patch here. It was worse, but last year I gave it a good polish and I made it look better. This wing, I think this is not the original wing. I think this has been replaced and resprayed before, or something has been done to it because it is a slightly off color. You can see it's might have been a smart repair done to it or something, but when it's dry, the paint lost its shine. There's no shine. Marks here, a couple of marks here. It's got a nice windshield, a proper factory UV protection windshield. Xenon headlights. They are a little bit dim. I've looked it up. I might have to replace the mirror inside. Basically because of all that heat, the mirror bakes and all that coating peels off. Fog lights, that needs to be replaced. I'm pretty sure this is how I got the car initially. That wasn't me that done this. So this one, seen better days also. looks like it's baked in, look. So this is gonna have to be replaced. I do have some spare blue lenses for this. Some people might like them, some people might hate them. I do kind of like them. And worst case scenario, if they look bad, I'm just gonna get some new ones and replace them. This is a really nice spec interior with heated half leather seats. It will require a nice deep clean on the interior, but this is planned in the future. It's got keyless start. This is the original 2009 head unit. It does connect to your phone, but you can't really play any music over it. It might be a software update that could fix that. I haven't tried it yet, but I might do it. I am using this radio emitter to connect to my phone and play music. You can even make phone calls with this, but it is what it is for now. Automatic gearbox, like I said, heated seats, full-sided climate control, so your passenger can set their own temperature. Folding mirrors. It's got cruise control, all the commands on the steering wheel like you would expect on a top spec car. It is quite nice. Automatic headlights. It stands at 159.980,000 miles. It will definitely need major type of a service soon. ISOFIX for the seats in the back. It's got some carbon trims. Obviously it's not carbon, but I think they look cool. I wish it had the blue stitchings, but it's not that bad. I wish it had the blue stitchings though. Missing a couple of trim pieces. This gasket is getting, it might need replacing soon. I'm pretty sure there was a trim here. You can see some clips. This is missing. I remember I had it, but I guess it's been lost, it's been misplaced somewhere. Yeah, overall it's a really nice car. Parking sensor, traction control, you know, heated windshield, heated rear window, top spec. This is what you would expect from a 2009 top spec for Mondeo Titanium X. Can I take a 17-year-old affordable estate car and turn it into the ultimate family adventure car for the weekends without spending silly money on it? The budget I'm thinking, including the cost of the car, it should be somewhere between 3,000 and 4,000 pounds. I will try to stick to the lower end of this. This has to cover the cost of the car, making it mechanically sound, improving some cosmetics aspects that are driving me crazy, like those wheels. They probably need a good refurbish. And the rest is gonna go into kitting the car out. First thing, I would like to see if I can put CarPlay in the car. I would like to see if I can keep it as OEM as possible, but it's not 2009 anymore. We like to have our music playing without using a silly little thing like this, which it does work, but 2026. This is where Project Nomad starts. Not with a dream car, not with a massive budget, but with an old family estate that already means something for us. And bonus points, my daughter loves this thing. The plan for this car is simple. First, I need to assess it. What's good, what's wrong, what needs fixing, what needs improving. Then it's going to get the full detail, because before I do anything to it, I just want it to be nice and clean. I just want to bring it back to life a little. After that, it's going to get serviced, it's going to get mechanically sound, and it's going to get ready to pass the MOT in about a month's time. Then it's time for the fun part. Roof box, emergency kit, storage, some OEM upgrades. It's not going to be anything too flashy. I'll try to keep it smart, and I will try to keep it within the budget. Then it's going to get tested properly. I will probably have to book a nice road trip over a weekend to see if everything works as it should and if anything needs improving. This is Project Nomad, and this is where it all starts.